Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Jr. has officially been backed into a corner by Luna, and he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. Will is on the case, and it's only a matter of time before he finds his snooper Luna and realizes she's alive. Thanks to Will big family Liam, he gets an IP address for the strange number that has been texting him and heads to the house to defy the person. Will and Liam surprise when they realize the dispatches are coming from the apartment. Will and Luna Nozawa could be face to face. Will is in for a shock. Not only did he suppose Luna was dead, but how is he going to explain to Elektra that he cheated on her with the periodical killer? It would be so bad if Will didn't sleep with Elektra right later. Elektra knows what Luna is able of, and presumably would have been sympathetic to the fact that she ravished Will. But, he prevaricated about it after the fact and also slept with Elektra many days latterly. The odds of her forgiving Will for that are slim to none. Will is in over his head and knows that he'll lose Elektra if she finds out he hooked up with Luna. Will might keep Luna's fake death a secret, just so his gal Noe finds out the verity about their hookup. However, he'll presumably agree to keep her whereabouts quiet if Luna threatens to expose him and ruin his relationship. Luna Flight will leave Will fuming. Remy will also get a shocking caller. Luna was trim throughout most of her discussion with Will at the apartment, but she eventually looked a little rattled in the end. It seems like it's eventually forming on Luna that Will could legitimately call the police and have her hauled off to jail. That's the last place Luna wants to be. Luna take off running and frustrate Will since he wouldn't be suitable to catch up with her. Will realizes Luna is gone. He'll take a phone call from Katie. Elektra was just gushing to Katie about how awful Will is, so Katie may tell Will about that and suggest leaving her in the dark on the riddle woman is the right choice. Now that Will's answered that riddle, he'll be in a tight spot. Will wouldn't want Elektra to find out that he landed in bed with Luna of all people. It wasn't Will's fault, but that news would still hurt. Luna is dangerous and able of anything, so Will also have enterprises about her being on the loose. Is Will going to come clean to Katie about his Luna run-in and all the mayhem that's erupted? Luna will be looking for nearly she can hide out for a while, so she'll turn to Remy for backing. Remy will be stunned when Luna shows up at his door since he thinks she's departed. Luna will maintain for help, so it looks like she'll be crashing with Remy for a while. Remy may suppose Luna should turn herself in, but she'll refuse to go back to captivity. Luna will keep colluding. Will tell someone about what he discovered. Liam goes to the apartment and finds commodity shocking. Elektra begins getting suspicious. Will just set up out that the riddle girl is Luna. The youthful man doesn't know how Luna is alive, but knows they're each in peril again. Will made it clear that he was repulsed by Luna's despicable conduct. Still, it's not like he can call the police because also, Elektra would learn the whole verity. Luna knows that Elektra would no way get over Luna coverlet Will. Will goes to tell someone what he discovered. Will turns to his big family, Liam, the same bone, who helped him track down the position of the burner phone. Will updates his family on what he set up when he entered the apartment. It was Luna. She's still alive and has assaulted Will. Liam will go to the apartment himself. When the man goes outside, he's shocked by what he finds. Will it be Luna, or could she be long gone by also? In any case, Will would no way lie about seeing Luna alive, so Liam could start to hunt her down himself. Elektra start to get suspicious. It was one thing when Will didn't know who he slept with. Now that he knows it's Luna, and the villain is alive, Elektra is in grave peril. Will can't exactly tell Elektra about Luna, but his odd jest will probably cock her off that commodity is going on. Katie is another person who knows about Will's riddle girl. So, Will could modernize his mama on the identity of the youthful killer? How will this change Katie and Elektra's relationship? Although they do'nt feel to be close, Katie does really like Elektra and knows she's a good girl. So, the nearer Katie gets to Elektra, the bigger the threat of Will's secret getting out. Ridge marries Brooke for the umpteenth time. Will freaks out over Luna. Elektra gushes to Katie about Will's fidelity. Still at Lee's apartment, Will is affrighted. Luna mentions that Electra wouldn't give him what he wanted, so she did. The youthful man says she took advantage of him. He'd no way have slept with her if he knew her true identity. Luna blabs about their connection and that one night with Will is worth a captivity judgment. Will says she's going back to captivity ever. Luna's smile fades down when Will says he's shocked by her jest. Electra gushes about her night with Will to Ivy. Katie enters asking about Electra's deal's ideas. Katie is impressed and signs off on the ideas. Electra gushes about Will and how he'd no way do anything to hurt her. Katie looks down in awkwardness. Katie hopes that Will and Electra have a continuance of happiness together. Katie means it but is really shamefaced about Will keeping the Riddle Girl secret from Electra. At the same time, Katie knows Will's stylish chance is for Electra to remain oblivious. Donna and Eric are having lunch at Il Giardino. They talk about Ridge saving Brooke's life. Indeed, Deacon says that ground is fortune. At Forrester Creations, Ridge wants Carter to perform an instant marriage. Carter seems nervous and keeps prattling. The susurrus suggests Ridge should talk to Taylor first. Still, Ridge has formerly done that. Ridge also hopes that Steffi and Thomas give him a break about Taylor. Carter marries Ridge and Brooke right there in the office. Subsequently, Carter gives a little speech about how they're meant to be together. The susurrus is recognized to be a part of Brooke and Ridge's new love story. Ridge brings up saving her life in Naples. Either one of them could die at any time, and they can't stop that from passing. Still, he can promise not to take her for granted ever again. They partake a passionate kiss. Ridge just ditched Taylor. Now, he's timber plans to marry Brooke in a simple marriage. Ridge called off his engagement to Taylor, who's left broken-hearted as she revealed all to Thomas. Ridge is contending to marry Brooke as soon as possible. But he didn't want a lavish marriage. He wanted to keep it simple. Ridge told Carter that he wanted him to officiate his espousal to Brooke. This surprised Carter since he assumed Ridge was planning his marriage to Taylor. But he knew that Ridge was still in love with Brooke. He just broke down Ridge's complicated courting history to Daphne. Someone is bound to sabotage this form. But who? Thomas might put a stop to it. He has no problem speaking his mind, indeed to his own father. The purpose of Thomas's return was to ensure that his father didn't break his mama's heart. But the last thing Taylor needs is to take back a man who easily doesn't want her. Thomas is hopeless for happiness. He wants to see his parents get married again. So, his despair could lead him to break up the marriage. It's possible that Taylor might be willing to take Ridge back. She might have given him a clean break, but she might not be over him just yet. She could make a last gutter attempt at soliciting Ridge back after her son gets to her head. Their kiddies are good at persuading them they belong together.